Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I did a bold red lip. It is such a classic look. What I like to do when I do a red lip is I like to keep the eyes a little bit more neutral so that the lip can be the focus of the look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Thanks for watching. Remember, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye!
So I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC15, and I'm just going to dab that all over my lids and get it ready for eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer with the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder with the Morphe M438 brush. It's a nice coned brush. It helps just kind of get right down into the nooks and crannies of the inner corner really well, and I just really enjoy it. I'm going to go ahead and take my Jaclyn Hill Morphe's palette, and I'm going to take the first color, Silk Cream. I'm using the E40 by Sigma. It's a big fluffy brush to just kind of dust that all over my upper lid and just kind of lay down a nice little base for all the other colors to kind of blend upon. Silk Cream is pretty much the color of my skin, so I am going to go in also with the M.F.E.O color with the same brush, the E40 brush, and I'm going to put that a little bit more precisely on the upper lid, but just primarily mostly in the transition area. Then I'm going to take the color Pukey with my Sigma E25 brush. It's a goat hair brush. It's not going to steal a lot of the product, but it's just going to lay things down a little bit more seamless and softly. I like to go ahead and put on the transition color with this brush so that not too much color gets on too quickly, and I can go ahead and build it as I need it. For the inner corner, I'm going to take the shade Beam, and I'm going to put that on my M522 brush. It's a flat shader brush, and I'm going to start it towards the inner corner and just kind of pounce it and swipe it, pouncing first and then swiping over, just kind of all over the lid. This is just going to give me a nice, really pretty highlighted inner corner, and it's going to fade into those other colors, into that Pukey color and into the M.F.E.O. It's so weird to say Pukey for an eye color. It's so beautiful, but what an odd name. It's very fitting though. It's so pretty. Next, I'm going to take the color Mocha on a Morphe M433 brush. This is also a goat hair brush, but it's a little bit smaller and a little bit more precise and dense than the E25 brush, so I can really focus that color on that outer corner and just bring a little bit more drama to this look, a little bit more depth and dimension. This brush is so beautiful, and it's perfect for this outer corner, just kind of keeping things low, not bringing it too high so we don't look like we've got shadow like all over the place. Next, I'm going to take the Maybelline Blackest Black Gel Liner with my Sigma E65 brush. Now, this eye, I did struggle a little bit with my winged liner. I'm just trying to trace that wing, and you can see right there on the tail there's extra, and I'm going to show you how I corrected that with just a makeup wipe here in a little bit. But I'm just tracing the lash line, just giving it a small little band. It's nothing too thick or too crazy, but you can see when I open my eye there, it's thick enough, you know. For this look, I don't want to cover up the beautiful shadows that I have down there, so I just try to keep this seamless, and I don't go all the way in towards my inner corner with my eyeliner. I tend to think that it kind of closes my eye when I do that, so I don't go all the way in. I don't travel that all the way to the inner corner, but I would say about maybe a little bit more than 3/4 I go in. This side, I did much better. I felt a lot better about the application of it. It seemed to go on a little bit easier. So yeah, this side was a lot easier. Gel liner has been something that I definitely have had to master, but it gives me the look that I want way better than I can get with like a kohl. So there it is, so pretty. So again, with that makeup wipe, I think this was a Neutrogena wipe, I just put it around my finger like my nail, and I just swiped up, and it just erased that like smudge that I had. For the face, I am going to go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Primer. This is in the pink bottle. price is definitely right. I think this thing was $6, and it makes my skin feel like literal silk. Oh, it feels so good. And it's just that nice sticky primer for the foundation to kind of stick to on the skin. I am going to take the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I'm using the shade Soft Ivory. I have this on my Morphe M439 kabuki brush. This brush is so wonderful about applying the makeup. First thing I do is I kind of tap it into the skin, kind of press it into the skin, and once I feel like it's been pressed and evenly distributed, I'll then go ahead and do my swirls and kind of just move it around my skin and make sure that my skin is covered with the foundation. Next, to conceal those darker circles, I'm still going to use my MAC Pro Longwear in that shade NC15, and I'm just going to highlight and conceal. I like to bring my concealer down the sides of my nose and then kind of wing it out towards my temple. That's going to kind of make my cheeks, my face look a little bit more lifted and a little bit more sculpted by doing that. Keep just my under eyes highlighted. That would look a little weird, so I put concealer on my forehead, make a little design, flower, whatever, and then I also will put some on my chin, and then using my Real Technique sponge, I just blend that out, and I'm blending under the eye, kind of back and forth, all the way back to my temple again, just blending that towards the back to kind of give that kind of brighter look. Yeah. Sorry I sped this up. I wish I was this quick with blending, but I'm not. It's the power of editing, I guess. So you have to be careful with that wing liner doing your makeup, your face makeup after your eye makeup, so that you don't kind of pounce that concealer on your wing liner. So just be a little careful when you're doing that if you choose to do your eyes first. I am going to go ahead and set this concealer down with that Ney Banana Powder. So pretty. It also is going to give that brightening effect. Woof! Did you see that little like poof of powder? Oh my goodness. Got a little excited there on that one. But it's also going to give this under eye brightening effect. So if you have any dark circles that you're wanting to conceal, this will definitely help do that. To get a little extra coverage, because I felt like I needed a little bit more, I am using the Minerals foundation by Arbonne. I think this is in the shade Porcelain. This is a little bit darker than the Wet n Wild foundation, but that's okay because it's kind of warming up my skin and making me not look so like snow white. Then I did have to use a different brush to set that mineralized foundation. I just used this big powder brush. I have no idea where this brush came from. I do know that I know where it came from. It came in my Ipsy bag. I don't know what company it came from though, but on the handle it just says big powder brush. My Morphe E2 was still a little damp from cleaning it the other night, so this is what I chose to use. Next, for the lower lid, I did use Mocha on a Sigma E15 flat brush, little flat definer brush, to just kind of trace along my lower lashes and use it as my eyeliner. Again, same with the upper lid. I don't bring this all the way to my inner corner just to kind of help keep my eye looking more wide open and awake and fresh. With a pencil brush, this is the M222 brush by Morphe. It's just a pencil brush. I put a little silk cream on there to just kind of blend out that lower lash line. Just kind of smoke it out a little bit so it's not so harsh. Next, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow, and this is in the shade Medium Brown. I'm going to just kind of shape up my brows, kind of fill in some spots where they aren't as full as they used to be. Just give them a better shape. And then with the spoolie, I kind of brush them out and kind of brush away all the powder that may have fallen and set on the brows, kind of muting them a little bit. And I'm going to set those brows with this Control Freak by NYX or NYX, however you say it. I'm just setting those brows so that they don't move. This is a great brow gel. Next thing I'm going to do is the Essence the False Lash Mascara. I just bought this mascara this morning, and I love it. I think it was great. When you pull the wand out, they have little fibers on the wand, and you can kind of see that. And it does really help kind of elongate your lashes, so make them appear a little bit longer without having to use false lashes. And with working in dentistry, I can't really wear false lashes at my work because I hit my glasses and it's a hot mess. So anything that I can get to help my lashes look longer, I'm all about that. I am going to take the Physicians Formula, the Butter Bronzer, with this Goat Hair M523 brush by Morphe. They kind of just bronze up my face. I'm not really contouring or sculpting out my face. I'm just bronzing it, kind of keeping the look a little soft, but just giving myself a little bit more color, again, so I don't look so white and I have dimension. Just kind of bronzing the forehead as well. I'm going to also use the Physicians Formula Sexy Glow Natural Blush as my blush. Now this blush is pretty sheer and it doesn't really show up on camera, but it is really beautiful and it smells really, really good. I don't know what Physicians Formula is doing, but they're doing it right with putting a nice little scent on their product. I am going to highlight my cheekbones with the MAC Soft and Gentle Highlighter, and I'm using a fan brush. This one is, I think, by Arbonne. Didn't really have a number on it, but I'm sure MAC or Sigma or Morphe or even e.l.f. probably has a little fan brush that you can use. But it's just a beautiful highlight. I'm going to put that also on the Cupid's bow and bring a little bit more attention to the lips because we are going to go into with a red lip here in just a bit. I'm going to highlight my brow bone using Enlight, and I did put that on the flat shader brush by Sigma, the E55, just highlighting there. Now for the lips, my lips were in some pretty bad shape when I put this lip on, so dry and just kind of cracking, and so this is the ColourPop liquid lip in the shade Saigon, and I love the ColourPop liquid lips because they are long lasting. Oh, hi Rogue. They are long lasting and they are gorgeous and they don't move. Now this red lip it'll transfer just a little bit, but not too much, but it is very drying on my already dry lips. So I decided to go ahead and pair this liquid lip with MAC's Russian Red lipstick. This is also a staple for MAC. They've had it around for years, and I love it. It also kind of darkened up this color a little bit more, so I really, really like the color payoff that I got. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.